Good morning. Day, let's say 33. Anyway, here in Dillon, Colorado, about to take off. We're gonna head over the Hosier Pass at some point this morning. Gonna hit Breckenridge first, and then I think we're stopping in Fairplay today. It's only gonna be like 38 miles, maybe something like, maybe a little bit over 40, but I don't think much more than that. So it's a little bit later than usual. It's 8 o'clock instead of starting at 6. So yeah, gonna roll out here in a few minutes and I'll catch up with y'all on the road. Have a good one.
Pass. No shoulder. Traffic's okay. It comes in spurts. Got a headwind, so that sucks. And we're up over 10,000 feet now. You can feel it. Just gonna do my 15 and 5 all the way to the top. Perhaps if this bike was unladen, I'd make it without stopping, but I'm not gonna burn myself out. So, hence the 15 and 5 routine. Check in with you in a little bit. Oh, holy hell. Switchbacks. Had to go up the inside. That's definitely not fucking ideal. Way steeper. This way. This comes from Shitley. All right, catch y'all in a little. So we're at Hosier Pass. Bam. We got 15 miles left on the day. It's gonna be mostly downhill. Looks like it might rain, but I am cold. And all I'm wearing is a sun hoodie, so I just broke out the wet weather gear with the raincoat. Gonna wear that for the ride down. That way, some protection from the wind. But yeah, the climb itself with the gradient and you know the length, it wasn't the hardest based on that, but the elevation sure as shit made a difference. Definitely made it difficult sticking to the 15 and 5. 15 of work and 5 of rest to stop and drink. Definitely helps, so makes things easier. But enough talk, let's get this downhill and we can finish this day. Later. Park Saloon. Had a beer and some chicken tenders, delicious. It's 2:45, and yeah, we'll be there in a little bit. No biggie. Check in a little while. Good evening. We're in Fairplay. Ended up doing 40 miles today and 2,900 feet of elevation to get up over Hosier Pass. I gotta say that the trail system from Silverthorne to Breckenridge was awesome. Yeah, truly great. You know, bicyclists all over the place. So that was absolutely great. Yeah, it was a pretty easy day, all things considered. So gonna have kind of a long day tomorrow. I think 70 to 80 miles. We're gonna go to Canon City, and yeah, that's it. Just gonna go get something to eat and then relax here, and that's it. You know, almost halfway done. So, and then after Canyon, we're gonna go to Pueblo for a couple days, and then I'm gonna head up to Colorado Springs for 3 or 4 days. Gonna meet some friends, go do a ride or two with one friend, and go visit some people up in the Denver area before I fly back to Georgia to take a break for a little bit, and then fly back out to Colorado Springs and finish the ride. So y'all have a great evening. See you in the morning. Later. Morning. It's almost 7. We're about to leave Fairplay, headed towards Canon City. 77 miles, something like that. So decent chunk of mileage, mostly downhill. I think 2,000 feet of climbing, 5,000 feet of descent, so might be quick. We're literally in the clouds, or we're about to be, or smoke, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's supposed to be sunny today. We'll see how it goes. But gonna get on the road here, check in with you in a few. Later. going. It is 9:30. We're 32 miles in. It's been pretty quick. It's a little bit slower here the last 5 or 6 miles maybe, just because we've been doing some climbing. We've gotten back up to over, I don't know, 9,000 feet now. Yeah, we're at 9,200 feet, so we got back some elevation since descending pretty much all the first part of the morning. But anyway, that's what we got going on. So, gonna take my, I guess, second stop. First stop, I stopped in Hartselle, had a pickle, and drank the pickle juice. So now I'm gonna get some carbs and probably finish a bottle of water and get back on the road. So catch up with you in a little bit later. It's 11:05, 50 miles in, and you know what? I really like it here. It's fucking beautiful. On Skyline Drive in the Hogbacks open recreation area. So we're just gonna come along for the ride for this one. afternoon. Made it to the room in Pueblo, or not Pueblo, Canon City, excuse me. We ended up doing, what was it? 77 miles and 2,100 feet of elevation gain. It was a really fast day. Winds picked up at the end, but you know, wasn't a big deal because it was almost completely downhill. And you know, yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Skyline Drive was awesome as hell. I almost missed it because it didn't tell me to turn soon enough, so I had to go down 50 and make a U-turn and come back and get it. Canon City is not very bike friendly with how to get to places through that are off the route, let's say that. So just be aware of that, that's all. Shorter day tomorrow. I think we're looking at like 50 miles down into Pueblo, and I'm gonna take a 0 day. So, you know, get my hair cut, get the beard trimmed up, and I don't know, just figure out how I'm gonna get up to the springs. I mean, I've got a route, but it's down some dirt roads, but I don't think I really have any other option because I can't ride interstate. It's not allowed at that point. So either way, good day today. It's been a really good week. I'm glad I picked the bibs up. It makes a huge difference on how I'm sitting on my seat, and so my back is not hurting, which is awesome. So yay for me, learned something. Anyway, well, gonna figure out what I'm gonna do for dinner and then hang out and go to sleep. So we'll see you in the morning. Later. Good morning from Canon City. It's about just after 8, so getting a late start today. Don't have very far to go. I think it's gonna be less than 50 miles today. Yeah, I'm not gonna go the ACA route. I'm gonna stay on Highway 50. It's got a big shoulder. Check the wind map. Like, the winds are supposed to be out of the west northwest, so should have a tailwind the whole way. I don't know how exciting the ride's gonna be today, you know, view wise, but you know, if there's anything cool, I'll stop and I'll get a shot for you. So anyway, gonna leave here in a few minutes, so I'll catch you guys out on the road in a little bit. Later. in Pueblo. Yeah, I did not do a roll-up the other day, and you know, whatever. I got distracted by lunch, checking in early, laundry, and figuring out what I'm gonna do. So I realized I mathed wrong, so I'm actually staying an extra day in Pueblo than what I had originally planned for. So I had my 0 day yesterday, got a haircut. I'm gonna go for a ride today. I think it's gonna be about 60-ish. I was just using my ride with GPS search function and found like a 54, 56 mile route. I'm about 2 to 3 miles off route, so yeah, 60-ish miles. Unloaded, so it should be decent. I think it's only like 1,500 feet. It's kind of a flat route, so yay. But you know, I will maybe I'll film some of it. I don't know, we'll see how it is. I think it's gonna be kind of unimpressive maybe, but whatever. Anyway, I'll catch up with y'all in a little bit later. Good morning. It's 7 o'clock. We are leaving Pueblo, headed to Colorado Springs. Got to hit the airport. Gonna get a rental car. Not supposed to pick it up till noon. We'll probably be there a little bit before that. Shortly after we get out, I think we got a stretch of about 10 to 20 miles of dirt road. So hopefully it's not a nice dirt road like yesterday. It's a slow, steady climb. I think we're doing 1,900 feet today, 42 miles. So it shouldn't be anything too difficult. Yeah. So I know there's one gas station that is on the route. Right before I get out of Pueblo, I'm gonna stop there, get a drink, and then one little more snack, and then I'm gonna head on out into the, I'm gonna call it the high desert, because that's what it reminds me of. So we'll catch up with you in a little bit later. Not quite to the dirt road, but this is what we got for the next 30 miles. This is the scenery. I quite like it. Aside from the trash dumped on the side of the roads. Plenty of time to reflect. Yeah, still not too hot yet. I mean, the sun shining is warming me up and I'm sweating, but it's definitely not hot. Still in the 70s, not to the 90s yet. So that'll be a good day. Catch up with you in a little. All right. So far so good, it's pretty packed. Hopefully it stays that way. Still on the dirt road. I think less than a mile left. I'm running the washboard. This shit is not awesome. Looking forward to it being over. Check in with you a little later. 9 o'clock. We're at the end of the dirt road. We're halfway. That's what we're looking at. See Pikes Peak. I saw somewhere I can't remember where it was. They called it America's Peak. Reminded me of Captain America when he said, "This is America's ass." But I really want to know why they think that's America's Peak. I think there's probably some peaks that are probably more apt for that. You know, I'd say Denali, but I don't know, that's up in Alaska. Whitney, the highest in the lower 48. Or, you know, maybe just my bias, but what about Mount Rainier? It's pretty fucking iconic. So, well, I'm gonna hang out here for another minute, eat a couple more of these, drink some water, let this traffic that's coming down the road pass, then I'm gonna take back off. And I'll check in with y'all in a little bit. Later. Got about 5 miles to go to the airport. My Garmin says it's in the 90s. I guess that's the temperature off the road, which, you know, okay. But yeah, it's warm. So, we'll see how the road is going to the airport. I have a feeling it's gonna be shitty as fuck. That's okay. Deal with it when we get there. See y'all in a little.